Hello guys, and welcome back. So now it's time to create the group. Okay, so let's do that. We need to create a method inside our group provider here. So first of all, let's copy some of the Firebase initialization. You don't want to, you can just simply copy it from here in the chat provider, and then let's close it. Let's put them just above here. Great. Let's import these. So the storage, I don't think we need this because we created that. We can create this method. Okay, yeah, we need it. Did we create that method as a global method? Okay, we'll see. Let's not import that. So here now, let's create a method to create group. Okay, let's see what Copilot will come up with if it will read our data. Okay, all right, let's click tab and then let's change a lot of things here. So first of all, we don't need all of this that it's sending. We only need the group model. We know we have a group model. So this is going to be a group model, and then because the group can also have an image, we're going to need the file, which is a nullable. So again, this, let's name it as a, okay, let's just name it file image. Let's import this .io. Then what else do we need? Let's just get the functions on fail and on success. Okay, function, this is going to be on success, and then let's remove that. Let's just have a function. This one, let's call it on fail. So maybe for on fail, let's return the failure message. Okay, it's going to be a string. Yes. So yeah, that's that how we write success. Yeah, and then let's start this up. So let's remove everything that it has done here. Okay, here first of all we want to set the loading, yes, and then what else? Let's have this in a try catch block. Okay, try catch. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it was doing what we wanted, this method that we want for the image. Okay, so in a try catch block, first we upload the image to Firestore. So here the file image, we know that first of all we need to check if this image is not now. Okay, so first of all, let's create the group ID maybe before the or inside the try catch here. So here let's create the variable group ID, group ID. This is going to come from our package const of UUID. This is, we were using what, version 4. Yeah, this is going to be our group ID. So the group ID, let's add it from the group model that is coming up. So this is going to be the group ID inside the group model. We add this ID, or we can just simply not just do that again. Yeah, we can just simply paste that there. Yeah, instead of doing it again. Okay, so the group ID is set. What else do we need? After the group ID, we check first if the file is not empty. Okay, so number, okay, let's put this the way we are doing it. 1. Actually no, we don't need to put those comments. Let's just write the code here. Check if the file image is not now. Okay, so here let's do if file image does not equal to now. That's when we are going to do this that Copilot is doing here. Okay, so yeah, let's remove this. So if our image is not now, we're going to upload image to Firestore. So this method, let's see, did we create I don't think we created the global method. Let's go in the chat provider. Where is that method? Is it here in the chat? It's in the authentication provider. So where we are sending the image, where is that? Store image to Firestore, this method. Okay, let's cut it from here. Let's cut it. Let's make it a global method. Now in the global methods here, let's put it down here. Now we can import all of these. So here we need to call Firebase storage.instance. Yeah, like that. So now this is global, we can access it anywhere. So in the authentication provider, we have already accessed it. Let's remove that. Let's save. I think we also used it in the chat provider. Let's search for it. Store image. Let's minimize. I think we've used that method. Let's just copy it. Let's copy. And then we can close the global method. Then let's look for it in the chat provider. Yeah, here it is. So we don't need to call it here. We are using the same method in the global method. Yeah, so now let's go where we are calling it, and then just import it. Great, we can close that. Now also we can use it in the group screen here. So here let's remove all that and then just say store image to Firestore. Okay, now we need to put the reference here. Okay, so for the reference, we are going to put this inside. So first of all, let's put a file which comes from this file image, and then we need to put the reference here. So let's see, let's create a string, then open the brackets. So this one where we're going to store it is let's have a constant dot we are going to call them as a group images. So group images, and then let's see what Copilot is saying, slash constants. Okay, let's import the constants. Group images, and then group model. No, we already have this. Okay, this group ID. All right, that's why we had that variable here. I think variable group ID, so that we can just reference it properly there. And then here let's put that group ID, which means here we can just call that group ID. Okay, now you are going to put it in the group images under group ID. We are going to name it as group ID, and then that's all. So once we put it there, we close it out, and then we're going to get that image which we are going to put in that group image. The same thing that was happening in the user provider. So this is called the group image, and then we are going to put that image URL. Okay, so this also, it shouldn't be nullable. Okay, let's remove the now check, and then we need to create this constant for the group images. Okay, let's close that. So let's go to the constants, and then let's create that. Okay, static const string group images. What's wrong here? So, yeah, Let's close that. All right, now we've got the image. So here it's complaining, we just need to remove these. Yeah, now we've got the image like that. Next, let's get the rest of the things. So this, let's remove it first. We need to get the rest of the things. Okay, so first of all, let's add the group admins. Okay, so add the group admins. We are going to get the group admin. So group admins, that this is not called as group admins. Let's see, it's called as what? Group is it admins UIDs? We are going to add the group admins that we have on top. Okay, so here how we will add them is this. We're going to get, first of all, we'll get the admin of the group, the UID of the group creator. Okay, group model, the group model dot created by, we named it as a what, creator UID. And then after we do that, let's put a comma, and then we have to put 3 dots, and then put those group admins UID. Okay, the ones that we have selected as admins, the ones that we are going to select as admins here. Okay, first we'll add our UID. Let's not confuse that. First we'll add our UID, and then we'll add the rest of the list that we have here. Okay, the ones that we have selected. Next, let's add group members. Okay, add group members. So Copilot will be doing all of this for us. So it's going to do the same. It's going to add our ID first, and then it's going to add the rest of the members. So this, okay, this shouldn't come from this model. This should come from this class. It's getting it wrong here. Okay, just be careful. Here we need to get group admins list. Here we need to get this list of group admins. Where is our getter? This group admins list. Okay, let's copy that. It's the one that we need to put here. All right, so why are we getting an error? Okay, we need to get the UIDs from the group admins list. Okay, did we create that method? Okay, let's see. No, we did not create that method. So this method, we need to create the method to get the UIDs in this list. Okay, this list of user models. Okay, so let's see if Copilot will get. So get the UIDs, or even better, let's prompt it like clear. Let's say get a list of UIDs from group, what is it called, from, yeah, we want to get that one, and also from admins list. Okay, let's start by group members ID, group members list. So here you can see that it's getting get group members UIDs. Okay, it's getting the group members list and then map them, and from there it's only getting the UIDs. This group members list is this one. Okay, this, and then it's only getting the UID. So we want to get also the same from the admins. So here let's do the same. Okay, get a list from admins, and then yeah, just like that. So this list and this list is what we want. So here we need to say get group admins UIDs. Okay, this method that we just created with Copilot. Okay, so even now here, let's see what it's doing. It should do the same. It's adding our UID and then not reading from here. It should get group members UID. Okay, great. So this is the same. Don't get confused. It's just like if we bring it up like that, it's the same method. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is for the admins UIDs, and then this is for the members UIDs. Okay, so after that we are going to add now the settings. Okay, so not add the user to Firebase, we want to add these settings that the user has picked, okay? Because once he has picked, he's putting the settings in the provider here. So add edit settings, let's have it do it. So this, it's coming from above, okay? It's coming from all of them, they'll come from there, and then it's putting them on this group model, okay? Let's see if now it will know what we want. Add the approve, yeah, now it knows. It's going to do that. Then let's add the next one, add the request to join. It's going to do that. So here, this is not named as request to join, it's named as, let's say, group dot which is that waiting approval. I think it's request to join. Where is that? Yeah, request to join, this one, okay? Then next one, what's remaining here? Lock messages, okay? So it's going to add it there. Great. Now that we have everything added, let's see if there's the last one. I think that's yeah, now we need to add this group to Firebase, okay? So here, let's have it do it. Great. It's just that's what method is. Firestore.collection groups, and then under group ID we are going to add that group, okay? So right after we do this, you know that we need to call on success. So first we set loading set loading to false. Not that, okay. I just want to be writing this so that Copilot set loading to false, and then set on success, okay? On success, great. And then after that, here we are setting loading to false also, and then we are setting it on success to false. I mean the error method we are showing. So that's it for the method of creating a group. You can see that it's just a short code for adding to Firebase. The main thing is just adding all these settings that we have done, the group members, and then the settings that we have put here. All right, so now we need to call this create group inside here. All right, so let's do that. So let's go inside the group. Let's close the group settings, we don't need it. We can close this one as well. Friend list we can close, home screen we can close. Let's go in the create group, okay? So let's first of all create the button to create the group, okay? So maybe we can have a floating icon button, or we can just have a button here on top. So in the up bar here, yeah, let's put it in the up bar. Let's have actions here. So let's have just one icon button, okay? So here we are going to, we are going to do this. It's just putting extra brackets. Let's go back. Let's just create that comment, create group. All right, and then the icon here, we're going to, let's see what Copilot to suggest. Yeah, icon dot check mark. So it's missing one bracket. Yes. So now what we'll do is if we want, we can put it in the circle avatar. So let's hot reload and see what we're going to have. Okay, that one is not really that visible, so maybe let's have put it inside the container, okay? Or we can put it actually not in the container. Let's put it in the circle avatar. Let's hot reload. Yeah, something like that. And then let's add some padding. Padding. Let's hot reload. Yeah, this, something like this. This looks nice now. So what we're going to do now is to create that method. So let's go up here, and then let's create create group. So let's say void. Do we need to pass anything here? Okay, Copilot seems like it's already okay. Let's click tab, and then we'll see what will change here. So check if the group name is empty. So okay, if this dot is empty, please enter a group name and then return. Okay, that's what we want. So here also let's put if it is empty, or we don't want it to be less than 3 characters, or group name controller dot text is less than 3. If it is empty, or dot text dot length, we want the group name to be at least more than 3 characters. Okay, please enter name, or we can say please enter group name. Okay, and then what else? Check if the group description is empty. So the group description, maybe this one we can allow them to be empty, but it's entirely upon you guys. If this is empty, if you want, you can let them create the group or let them pick the group description. But maybe let me allow it. This group description, it can be empty. Okay, but okay, let's just leave it like that. And then this one, maybe let's also create its own if statement. Okay, let's check if name is less than 3 characters again. Okay, group name must be at least 3 characters. Okay, and then also the group description, let's force them to put the group description. Okay, or we can we can just let them make without the group description. They can create it later. All right, and then anyway, let's just force them. And then here we need to create that method for the group. So let's uncomment this. So if these are matched, the image, it's okay, we can let it to be empty. Okay, so now we need to first of all create the group. So first let's create the group model, which is going to equal to group model. This is less things. Let's create it again so that it gives a, so this is group model, and then we have that group model. Now we can start putting what we need to put here. Let's delete this. There's a lot here. Okay, all right, let's close it. So the creator ID, we know where it's coming from. Up here, let's read our final user. Let's say UID is going to equal to no, let's read from the context to the read. Yeah, this is coming from the authentication provider dot user model dot UID. We need to have a now check, and then let's also read the final group provider. This is going to come from the group provider. Yeah, so creator UID, we have the UID, and then group name, it's going to come from where is that? Group controller, group name controller dot text. Group description, it's going to come from the group description dot text. And then group image, this is a file. So what did we do? We are sending a file which is nullable. Okay, you know, the same thing that we did in the the same thing that we did when we are signing in the user. So group image isn't empty for now. Okay, group ID is also empty. We are creating it from that side. Last message is empty. Sender UID is empty. There's no last message. Message type, so this message type by default we are setting it to text. Okay, so we are going to call message enum dot text dot name. All right, and then message ID, this is for that, it's empty. And then time sent, you know, it's coming from date time dot now, just like that. And then also this one is the same. And then what is it? Is the private group. This one is going to come from the provider, where it's check that if it's private or what. Okay, so this one, it's not really going to come from the provider, it's going to come from this. Okay, not that, this group value. Okay, so here we are going to check if a group value what's that group, is it group, what is it? Yeah, if a group value is equals to private, then it's going to be true. Okay, else it's going to be false. Yeah, that's how we are getting that. Next, these settings, we know that we are setting them inside the group provider here. Okay, so here we can just put whatever default values we want. This edit settings, by default we know that it's true, and then these we can force them to false. It doesn't really matter here because it's changing inside. This one is going to be an empty list because we are setting it inside. This one is going to be also an empty list, and then awaiting approval is going to be also an empty list. Okay, the people who are waiting for approval. So these, all of these, we know that they are the ones that we are setting in here. All right, great. So now that's it for the group model. The only thing left to do now is to create that group. Okay, now let's say create the group. Okay, here we're just going to say group provider dot create group. Okay, so this one, it's coming from up here. Where is that file image? This file image. Okay, let's copy it. Let's paste it here, and then on success, it's a function. We'll do what we're supposed to do. Let's bring this down, and then also let's bring this down. Let's bring this down. On failure, it's also a message which returns this what are we going to call this? Error. Okay, it returns that string of that error. We just need to show a snack bar for that if we want to show it. Okay, and then yeah, that's it. That's how we create the group. So now here on success, we can just tell the user that the group was successfully created, and then navigate. Okay, great. Copilot knows snack bar dot show snack bar, group successfully created, and then we come out of the screen. And then also let's add some loading while this is happening. Okay, because this create group, we are going to call it here. All right, so now here let's call that create group, but here let's check if it's loading. Let's not allow him to press, or we can completely hide that button. Okay, so let's check if context, what we can do is let's not even show it. Let's just show the secular progress dialog if it's loading. Okay, instead, yeah, inside this secular avatar. So here let's check if context dot watch. Yeah, we are not watching there, we are watching in the group provider. If context dot group provider dot, let's remove everything here, dot is loading. Okay, if it is loading, you are going to show that secular progress. Let's remove the true here. It doesn't need to be like that. Even though it's not there, it's going to work. If it's loading, we are going to show the secular progress dialog, else we are going to show this button. In this button they can create a group. Okay, great. So let's hot reload. Okay, now that it's not loading, it's not showing. How we can test this is just to go here and let's see, set is loading to true here. Okay, then you will see that it's going to show. Let's create that. Okay, we should have it should be showing here. What's wrong? So let me return it to false. Let's see, this is loading, is calling this is loading. So what are we reading here? Context.watch group provider dot is loading. It needs to show this. In the else it needs to show this. Yeah, so let's see, let's set this to true. Let's go out of here and then let's reload. So let's just wait for it. If we get inside here, I mean in the groups, yeah, you can see that it's loading. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's change the color to, okay, let's just remove this and see what color it will have. If we hotly load, yeah, let's have that color. Okay, great. Now, but it's not loading. Let's set it to false. All right, we can hotly load again. Now we are ready to create the first group. Okay, great. All right, now as you know that in our application, if we are creating a group, we can only add our friends as group members. Okay, right now we don't have we only have 2 users in our application. We need to add more test users so that we can test more group functionality. Okay, so now if I click create here, let's try to create a group. So first let me pick an image. I'm going to select this Flutter image that I loaded. Let's see if we can let's get the original. Let's pick that. So once I have that, let's see what more can I, let me make this a private group. Okay, it's already private. The group name, let's do Flutter Firebase coding. Let's give this group a description. Build Flutter apps together. Yeah, maybe something like that. And then let's also call it the Flutter here. Yes, let's put a full stop. And then what else? Let's add this member. And then let's go to the settings. So here let's let this only admin can do that. Let's not lock messages. This one, let's leave it the way it is. For the admin, let's not put anyone else as an admin. So let's go back and then let's try to create this group. I'm gonna click here. All right, group successfully created. but we're not seeing it here because we did not put to load. Okay, now let's go to our Firestore. Let's minimize that. So we should have a group here. Let's try to load. I'm going on the storage and come back. Great, we have groups, and then here is a group. You can see the admins, there's just us. We did not pick the other one. So here you can see all the group creator is us, and then there is a group description, group ID, group image, and then group members. There is us and the other member that we have selected. Okay, great. So we have successfully created the group. In the next video now is just to display our group here. Okay, thank you guys, and see you in the next video.